Alright, so it's been almost a year since my personal favorite all-time shark game has come out. Maneater is almost a year old, only 2 more months until May 22nd. That is when Maneater released last year, and I beat the game. And almost a year later, they are finally releasing the very first DLC download. Along with this, there has been a ton of teasers on YouTube. It is insane because the only thing they have been uploading for Maneater is the tiger shark skin that went for free for all players, and the fact that the next gen versions are available, and that the Shadow Evolution, and then 10 months ago, one day until the launch, and they've been casually uploading. Back then they uploaded trailers for each and every single area of the game. So I am so excited for this DLC. So let's just dive into what they have talked about and told us already. So on the Tripwire Interactive Twitter, I don't have a Twitter account, so I can't sign in. And now for a jawsome announcement. Get ready to take everyone's favorite shark RPG on the go when Maneater releases on Nintendo Switch. Shark your calendars for May 25th, 2021. Now, what's interesting is that's only a couple days after the 1-year anniversary of Maneater, so people have been speculating on if this release is going to be a DLC as well with the Switch launch, because this DLC would be with the Switch launch. That would be a radical thing to do. And they also made this extremely cute little shark plush of the shark from the game, which I think is adorable, and I want one now. So they've been doing a bunch of Fan Art Fridays and such. And their Twitter account, here it is, their Twitter got hacked. Putting it in air quotes, they got hacked by a character from the Maneater game named T, or I don't know what his full name is, but he goes by T. And there's all the audio logs here. He's been recording audio logs and posting them with this shark fin and a triangle in the background. So, also the guy who voices T is also he is the guy who did the voice for the dad of Rick and Morty. So, he's the dad of Morty and Rick and Morty. So, this is the first audio log here. If it loads, that'd be absolutely fantastic. But yeah, it says down here, it's time for me to tell you who I am. Let's see them try to censor me now.
My name is Trip Westhaven. Recently, I produced the television nature series Maneater. In case you're wondering, the network powers that be canceled our program due to explicit depictions of actual death. So now I'm broadcasting online, free from the meddling of censorious busybodies.
So, what we can essentially gather from this first audio log is that he said that the show, because you gotta remember, Maneater is formatted like a television show where there's a little underwater drone following the shark at all times. That's why you had him narrate everything. And why there was the whole story of Scaly Pete versus the Shark Pup, which is actually the name of the shark in the game. They don't they actually don't give it a very clear-cut name. It's either the Maneater or the Shark Pup. So this first one is he's broadcasting online now, which I guess could mean that he runs a web show about Maneater, and that this is 100% a DLC, by the way. There's no doubt this is a DLC game. But anyways, back to their hacked Twitter. This is, you can see, Chomp, we just took a huge bite out of Maneater's price on the PlayStation Store. Take 40% off. So they've been dropping the price because they know what's going to happen. So they also uploaded a reference to the Matrix here, which says choose with that I, which is the red or the blue pill. And if you don't know, with the Matrix, I can't remember what pill it is. I think it's you take the red pill to go into reality. But the Matrix is basically a computer simulation, and this guy named Neo gets told by another dude named Morpheus, you live in a simulation. And he gives him the option of taking 2 pills. You take the red pill, you go down the rabbit hole, and you uncover what is real. You take the blue pill, and you don't see reality. So this is a Matrix reference. But they've been hacked multiple times. Like for here, what did they say? This explains a whole lot. You may be wondering how I hacked. Oh wait! This is Tripwire Interactive's Twitter. Maneater has its own. Okay, you may be wondering how I hacked this account. The search for redacted has given me the divine gift of password guessing. So, Maneater. Maneater game. Here we go. Play as a... yeah, here we go. So, as you can see, they've been posting normal fan art and, like, the plushie, which is adorable. But they've been posting a lot of this. What is this? Order of the Illuminati, my ex-wife Susan, Crow's Nest LARP League. So, this is gonna dive very heavy into conspiracy theories. Because if you remember, in the game, there were locations you could go to which had, like, different sort of... like, references to movie and, like, film. Like, there was a Subnautica reference. There was a Castaway reference. And stuff like that. This is going to dive more into the Illuminati. Because if I look up Maneater Illuminati, if you look at this, there is a POI... or an area, a point of interest on the map, which is, I think it might be here. But it is basically behind what is this guy. That big eye and, like, a flat earth. It's gonna dive extremely heavy into, like, conspiracy theories and all that. So... yeah, see, they've been posting casually over time. This is another one. While you were sleeping, I thwarted an attempt to activate the kill switch. Stay vigilant. They're watching to see how you swim. Now, this is big. They're watching to see how you swim. Now, Maneater is all about the ridiculous and the ridiculingness of this whole the shark RPG sort of thing. Like, they're watching to see how you swim. I think that's T talking directly to the shark in the game. That is him talking to the shark. I do not, like, I think the T and the shark, somehow the shark has become super sentient because it killed Pete. And we don't even know if the shark is alive, because that explosion, it did something. I just realized, so, in the ending of Maneater, and ending. So, in the ending of Maneater, this final boss fight between Scaly Pete and the Mega Shark, it ends like this. And what I want to point out is that Pete has always had this revenge for sharks. And also, in the beginning of the game, when he kills this shark here, this shark's mom, he says, yes, this isn't the shark, not the one I was looking for. So there is another shark out there that Pete is looking for. There is a ton of story material that we can go off here. But it ends, I think what happened in the end of this game, Pete's soul and the shark's merged into one, and now Pete possesses this shark. And as you go through the game, you're gonna have to fight for your soul back against Scaly Pete, and maybe that's one of the pieces of this. Because you see, he says, I'm gonna kill you if it's the last thing I do. Because you gotta know, this shark killed his son. We also don't know if his son is dead. We never saw his body dead. We never saw his son's body dead. But we never saw the shark's body or Pete's body dead after the explosion that happened when he triggered the remote here. Because you can see, he basically rigged this thing with explosives. And laissez le bon temps rouler, in French, I Google translated it after the game, and it means let the good times roll. So, it's a bit of a jab at the shark there. So, I do not know how that boat sinks that fast.
There's a lesson to be gleaned here. Something about how the increasing commodification of the natural world has placed humans on a collision course with an environmental apocalypse. But this is a basic cable show where people...
So he was talking also there about environmental apocalypse. So, let's go back and let's finish up these audio logs. So, it says, do androids dream of electric sharks? That's a reference to... It's either Blade Runner or Terminator, because they said... They said, in Terminator or Blade Runner, I can't remember, do androids dream of electric sheep? So, we'll replay this here.
Over the course of filming, our cameras witnessed unprecedented displays of evolution. Strange mutations never before observed by the human eye. When I spoke to a prominent marine biologist, she claimed it was due to Port Clovis's extreme levels of radioactivity and industrial effluent. But I couldn't shake the feeling that she was merely trying to placate me. What did she really know? And why wasn't she telling me?
So... that one is more talking about the shark in the game when you level up with the mutations. Because in the game, like you see down here, the shadow evolution, the bone evolution, the electric evolution, the bioelectric, the bone, the shadow evolution, all of that stuff. It's all about evolving your shark. And I think in this DLC, we are going to dive much more into the evolutionary part of the game. And I think we'll get new evolutions, and I really hope it's not the same repetitive gameplay they pulled in the first sort of game, the first, like, the OG game, not the downloadable content, but let's watch the second one here. The moment it all changed, T. You'll notice that the A's are bold as well.
I was in San Lucas drinking spicy habanero margaritas at Pablo and Pete's when my wife and I got into a heated argument. I excused myself and wandered down to the beach, where I passed out. I awoke to a blinding light. All at once, I felt a timeless presence of oneness with the universe, and a voice said, "Trip, seek the truth and speak it to the world."
So again, you're seeing right there more like diving into, I think that dives into like more soul stuff. So these have been going on for a span of over 3 weeks now. And only 3 hours ago was the latest teaser. So this is called Do Not Fear Protocol 5, which I think is a bit weird. It says, we've made progress and they are afraid. Oh, okay.
Folks, the powers that be are frightened of this program. So frightened that they will enact the internet kill switch. Still, we must keep broadcasting as long as we can. We've got to keep rolling, even if the NWO threatens to execute Protocol 5.
Another thing I just realized is this entire background behind this logo is the top of a water. So that's interesting to point out. Here is the latest teaser that they've released saying, "This is it, friends." And I think after this, in a week, you'll notice that it's been in a span. So it was 1 week, 1 teaser, 2 weeks, 2 teasers. This week, we have gotten 2 teasers. So I think this Friday or sometime this week, we will get our official DLC trailer for Maneater, and I will be posting a full reaction of the DLC on my YouTube so you guys can watch it. But here is the final audio log. If it loads, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Hello? Okay, maybe there we go. You must awaken. Right there. Yeah, I commented 3 hours ago. I was in school and I said Maneater 2 or 1 year anniversary DLC. We really gotta cross our fingers. This is either a sequel, a prequel, or DLC. It could be well, no, it's not a prequel because the show got canceled. So this is 100% a DLC sequel to Maneater.
If this show fails to awaken humanity, we're irrevocably lost, and the insectoids will carve us up for dog meat. Folks, I've just been shot with a heart attack gun. Either that or it's the jar of cocktail onions I ate. Always an acid reflux trigger for me.
That's a bit funny. But, very interesting to say the least what Tripwire is pulling. So, as you can see, more insectoids. The world is a food chain and I'm the apex predator. There's a lot more. If you can't hear what I'm writing, it's because of the spicy habanero margaritas. It's time to tell you who I am. That is the first one. And then there is a QR code right here, which takes you to an image of, it shows an image of a shark mixed with a pigeon, I think an elephant mixed with a duck, and then a bunch of other genetical hybrid animals. So, Redacted told me the truth is a lie. Fishy T, City of Port Clovis, Mayor Wade Hibbard. So, another big thing, the mayor, Electric Nucleon, getting a lot into, genetic modification and evolution. I have taken back control from the overlords. Prepare to be liberated, audience. And then there's this image, which is where they uploaded their new profile picture. But, I don't know what the latest one they've posted is. It is the 29th. So, they pinned that. Tweets. So, that's a pinned tweet. 3 hours ago, you must awakened. From above or down below. Analysis required. Now, that in and of itself, from above or below, that is a very common theme in the Bible. Like, as above, so below. So, I'm going to end the video here. I should shut up. But a lot to unpack from these teasers. I've gone over everything I've thought of in my head. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I will be here when we get more DLC information about the game. And I will be playing the DLC on my YouTube. Shark content on my channel. Shark content does not go unnoticed, alright? So, I'll see you guys all in the next one. Thank you all for watching. And yeah, peace.